Alright guys, welcome back. This is the big one. This is going to be, folks, the finale. Yes, we're going to go through a pit stop. We're going to go through, I think it's almost, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 130 laps here, guys. Let's get right to the action. As you guys can see, all the races are ready. All the races are out of the pit and are absolutely fantastically ready to go here. Let's see if what can happen here as we get down to the last laps here for the Copper State 500 and we get ready for the next race that might come about. Alright guys, thank you again for all of your feedback. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous episode there. I threw a fresh coat of paint on top of the videos there and have everything all set up here. Alright guys, let's get down to it. Okay, so out of the pit we go. Here we go, guys. So a 6, that'll be right to a duel here, guys. So right out of the pit stop here, 8. Let's see what's going to happen here, guys. So 8 will be the number 6 cars, or number 6 cars in the middle group. So it'll be both of these cars here in the middle group here who will be dueling, I guess you would say. And now I'm not sure. In the rules, it doesn't really state. It just says that the cars can go to the next group ahead of them. So what we'll actually do is we'll choose whichever one we're going to choose first. So Billy Brett and Sonny Swain, because of the nature of this, they will be trying to duel or effectively get into the next spot there. So they will try to roll here and see if they can get the points. 4, that will be Billy Brett's, and he will pass because he has a 4 gas pedal. He will go towards here. He will pass there. Now he has to roll of who he's going to, or he has to pick who he's going to do. I apologize, I should have done that first, because then that makes it basically, well, moot, essentially, for who he was going to go against. Well, he was actually going to go against Gary Pine. The reason why, guys, is because everyone else has performance chips. So just out of philosophy, as the guy in his head, right, you know, listening or telling him, his crew chief, telling him, hey guys, pick out who he's going to go for, Gary Pine would be the guy. And so Gary Pine will have to make an escape check here, because of course when you make this roll here, essentially it's rolling against his, and he'll have to make a check. So we will move Gary Pine and Billy Brett. So Billy Brett will move up here, and he will get a performance chip for passing that duel. And Gary Pine will actually have to roll to escape here. He has a 6, so essentially not a very good chance here. And he rolls on a 9. Okay, guys, so what that means is that he actually has to roll for a, a trouble. So essentially he's in trouble here, so we have to roll for the trouble on here. So he has a B, so a B for pit crew for a trouble here is going to be the final third, because we are in the final third of the race here, which means he's going to be at, let's see here, 6. So if you look right here, so if we roll 6 or less, he's fine. If he rolls above that, again, he's going to actually move all the way down, and he's actually going to be taken out. The crew chief will not be able to keep him in. So we're going to put him in here in the bottom. So he's the bottom of the middle group, because that's how it works, right? Because he has to go out here, but we'll see. And he rolls a 4, so whew, good. All right, so Gary Pine will still be in the race here. His crew chief was able to get out of there, but we're going to have to see, we're going to have to fill in the gap here. We'll do that once we're all done with the movement here. So we'll try to do that once we're all done with the movement all together. Sonny Swain, let's roll here and see who he will be going against. Now everyone here has a performance chip. So essentially, you know, he's essentially going to be going against somebody that he will be losing to. So let's choose somebody he's going to go up against. Let's see here. Let's go against, who has the lowest escape? It'll be Billy Bright, but he just got up there, so we're going to say Cam Croyle. He's going to go for him. So 5. Well, that's outside of Sonny Swain's pit, or his, I guess, dual rating, his gas rating. So what that means, because he rolled a 5 outside of that, he's going to have to roll an escape. Again, he will have to, because of course he was involved in here. Let's see, so that's a 10, so he rolled outside of that as well, so he's going to be in trouble as well, guys. 2 guys in trouble already who instigated, or not instigated, but one that instigated it here. So Sonny Swain's going to have to roll on his pit, and he has a C rating. If you guys check right there, a C rating there, you'll see. So let's see, his pit crew on the final 1/3 will be a 5. So 5 or less will allow him to stay in the race. If not, It looks like he's out. That's a 7. Ooh! So he got a C rating of, that means a 5. So a 7 means he's out, guys. That will be the first driver who could not get back out. So that will be one person basically gone. So this is a very unique situation here, guys, as it looks like Sonny Swain has been eliminated from the race as they try to go forward here. And let's see what happens after the repercussions of that move. All right, so there's 2 racers here, guys, that will be taken out. So there will be 2 yellow flag turns here, but we first got to fill in the gap here. So let's fill in the gap and roll here and see if by chance Mark Forth in the 76 Chevy car has the gas. He does not. He is pushing the metal and he does not have the pedal for it. So let's see Marty Moen, see if he's going to move into the middle group here. 5, he has a 4 gas pedal, so he won't either. All right, Sean Hagen with the Shell 61 Ford there. 5, he won't either. Man, I gotta figure out these cars here. Okay, Monica Merrick. All right, let's see if she's gonna get in there. 6. Oh my goodness, guys, these rolls are insane. I swear to you, I am actually rolling the dice here. Craig Gecko. 3, so he will move into the 18th spot there. Okay, Chuck Tufaro here in the 30 Hyundai. 6, that's going to move him out. He's not going to be able to go into there. Okay, let's keep moving here. Mike Dawson in the Home Depot 22 car here. 3, he will move in. So there you go, guys. That's your new leader, or I guess you'd say a new middle group there as they move in. And of course, because it's a yellow flag, there's 2 laps that will be essentially taken away here because of those 2 moves there. So 1 and 2. So that's essentially 3 laps there because of the crash here, or the, I guess you would say it's not a crash per se, but essentially the trouble that occurred. And so 2 laps will be taken out, and we're going to actually start up the 410th mile here with Ray Bob Walker in the lead there. And he's going to be led for several laps here. And it looks like we have all the racers ready here as the yellow flag has been released and the racers are back to it. So let's get our dice ready as one driver, Sonny Swain, has been taken out there in that 42 Toyota car. And of course, if we want to look up a little bit of information about him, we can see that Sonny Swain was inching upward with the better finishes, still and also ran mostly, but showing some signs of life. Well, unfortunately, it looks like he made moves that he couldn't handle, and he was falling off the handles, really. Okay, so 2. Looks like we're going to go to the top here, top group, and we rolled an 8 doubles here. So an 8 doubles on that one means, of course, we're going to be having some 8 will be for skill check. So we're going to skill check the top here, and we'll get the rolls real quick. Now let's see, skill check, skill. So they all have skills, so they're all going to be trying to vie for that top spot here. So let's roll a red, white, and blue die here. All right, so that's going to be a 2, 1, 2. Okay, so let's see here. Well, we know we don't really need the top there one because of the triples, but we do need to actually, I guess we do need to roll it. And I apologize, guys, for not telling you this, guys. We do need to have the, we do need to roll all 3 because there's a triples rule that if each one is a triple, that driver will have a problem results check. So I apologize if I was messing up a rule there. It probably was kind of irritating some of you guys, but that's the reason why we're going to start doing all the rolls with the triple dice here, because if there's the triples like 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, and all those guys, that driver who is being challenged, or the challenger, will actually go through a problem check, I guess you'd say. So let's roll here. So 2. So we're going to go with Billy Brett first. 2 does pass him there, of course. He does get through the pass check here, and Ray Bob Walker can make through that one there. But I believe with a performance check, a driver can use a performance check to win a challenge or duel. So he does have one. He can actually spend it to overtake Ray Bob Walker. So he did pass the check there, but he did lose it because Ray Bob Walker had the skill. But because he can spend it, it looks like Billy Brett's going to actually make big moves there, guys, and possibly take the lead here. Let's see what happens as he kind of goes through the next following steps here, guys. Okay, so we've done that one here. Chris Wine, Captain America 15 car here. So 4, he does pass through that one here. And then a 1 here will be actually Billy Brett. Here with a 1, he'll pass by that, no problem. But again, guys, I'm telling you right now, Chris Wine wants the top spot. And so he's going to take that one here. He'd rather be on top here for at least 1 lap here, as the 10 drivers here are starting to get antsy here, or the top 8 drivers are starting to get antsy. So Cam Croyle, he's going to make a move as well, since he's a skill check as well. Okay, so let's see here. 6 or 3 will be on him, on Cam Croyle's there. He will pass that one with his gas pedal. A 6 in the blue means that Chris Wine will lose automatically. So he does not have that. He only had a couple there. He only had, was it 4? And he needed 6. So it looks like Cam Croyle now has overtaken Chris Wine. But if you guys remember, Chris Wine was all the way down at the 7th place position. So now he's moved up to the 5th place. So not a bad shot here for him. Joey Plunka is going to make his move here. So that's a 1, so he'll pass no problem. And then a 4. So a 4 means he's going to lose there. So Cam Croyle, well, I think actually, you know what? Maybe not. So let's see, skill check, then the burst, and then 2 brakes. That's 4. So he will have beaten that one. Now, again, these both drivers do have performance checks. So let's roll this one for if they use both of them or not. So this means they use it. This means they don't. Let's roll. Okay, so they both use it. So they use their performance chips to stay on top or whatever it is. That's just kind of using the system. So it's not something that I do, but that's the system that we have here. So that, you know, the drivers both really worked really intensely to stay in their positions. And then we use the red, white, and blue die results. Okay, let's keep it going here. Pete McAtee. Okay, 3. So 3 is going to pass by him, no problem there. So he'll get that gas pedal check. 5. So as Cam Croyle got 5, skill check, burst, and 2 dice there for the brake dice. So he will actually move ahead there, and Cam Croyle will move down to the 3rd place. But again, still moving up, as Cam Croyle was in the 6th spot there, or 5th spot, I apologize. Okay, so Stu Urich, this will be a big check here for us, guys. Okay, so that's a 6. So he does not pass that because he only has 5, and he can't use a performance check to basically pass through a challenge if he can't even get through his check there. That's how my rule is. So you can't really say I'm going to make it if he didn't even get past his gas pedal. So nonetheless, that was the movement here, guys, for the top group in the 410th mile here. So now our leader is actually Pete McAtee, guys, and he hasn't been in the lead at all yet. So it's a new leader here, guys, as we go into the last little home stretch here, guys. Let's see how many times the lead changes here. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to roll the dice here. So we have, what is that, 410? So 420th. So 420th mileage here. Okay, so 3, that's going to be over to the top middle group here, and that's going to be 8. So we're going to go back to the skill check here, guys. And skill check is going to be for this skill check, so 1, 2, 3. So we got a couple guys here actually going to do it. So let's go through these guys quickly as possible here so we can get you guys all this video real quick. Okay, so 2, so Mike Dawson will have no problem going through there. So Mike Dawson's the first one here, the Home Depot car. 2 is going to be over to Cam Croyle. And a 4, does he have a 4 to back that up? So he has 1 skill, 2 burst, 3 brake bonus. Nope, he does not. So it looks like he has fallen down all the way down to 19th spot. Yikes, that's not good at all. Craig Grayco here is going to be making his move here. Skill check, so 1. He will pass there. 2 will go over to Mike Dawson. And a 6, an automatic fail from Mike Dawson. That is not good. So it looks like Mike Dawson has made a move, but then fallen back at some point during that 10-mile stretch to 8th, the 18th position there, 18th place. Okay, so skill check for Parnell Drake, the hot pepper one here. All right, so he'll be going 3, so he passes that gas pedal check. 5 will be over to Billy Brett, and then a 3. So I think Billy Brett may not make this because he has a skill and a brake bonus, but nothing else. So he will actually move down, and Parnell Drake Hot Pepper will move all the way up there in that 70 Toyota car. Okay, so we have Harry Cassiola. Okay, a 1. So a 1 will pass no problem there on the red there on the gas pedal. 3 will be over to Joey Plunka. And a 5. So skill, the burst star there. And then a brake bonus. That's 3. So Joey Plunka will move down. So Kerry's going to move up there, guys. This is some really big action here, guys, as the race starts to get down to the final moments here. Denny Baker, our TV special here, is getting up here. And 2, he will pass that one, no problem. And then a 1 will be over to Stu Urich. And a 3, and Stu Urich has the skill, he has the star, and he has the break bonus. So he will fend off Denny Baker there. Now Marlon McGarry, he has a double skill, so he has a double skill, so he'll be able to make 2 rolls here, possibly to overtake the leader if he has the ability. Now a 5 he rolled, so that won't be a possibility because he only has a 4 gas pedal, so he's going to use his second opportunity to re-roll those dice. Okay, so a 3, so he passes on this one, but the 6 is going to go to Ray Bob Walker, and it's just a blue 1, so he has failed moving through that one here. So not Scott Steckel. It's going to go over to Trevor Trostel, who is also a double skill. 4, so a 4 will pass through, so he's going to go up there. A 6 will be over to Ray Bob Walker, and the 6 blue, yikes, so Ray Bob Walker will fall, guys. He's not going to be the one that finishes up top there, guys, during this 10-mile stretch here. Looks like he's going to finally succumb to the pressure there, and because Trevor Trostel has the double skill, he will be able to make 2 attempts, and he's going to go up to Pete McAtee here and try to make a move here. So a 6 red obviously means it's not going to happen. He didn't pass the gas pedal check, so we will stop there and go right to Francisco Segovia, who doesn't have skill. Julie Justice does have skill, so we'll go to him. Oh, I apologize. I moved the red die. I'm going to roll that again, guys. I apologize. Hand got in the way. Oh, triple 5s. Okay, this could be it, guys. So triple 5s means that Julie Justice is actually going to have to go on to the problem chart here, because triples means that you're going to actually have to take this driver and use the problem chart. Let's see the problem finder. So we're going to look for the problem finder here. Okay, so for a middle group driver finder, we don't need that actually. We have the problem finder, so we just need to go to the problem finder here. We'll roll the 2 dice here. So let's do red and white, so we know which one's first. Red is first, of course, and we'll roll here. Rolling it there. 45. 45 says radiator damage. Roll for repair. Okay, so let's see here. So driver finder tables. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Wow. Did not know we had a black flag here. I was sent to the bottom of the group here. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Never knew that. Okay. So, yeah. So there you go. So there's that one. So it'll actually be, for him, it's going to be radiator damage. So we're going to roll for the repair here. And so with a problem repair, so essentially, if we have a problem result there, it will essentially be the same as a trouble result. Now, just like this one, because it's a radiator damage, I'm actually going to say it's not going to be needing a yellow flag. I don't really know why would a yellow flag be in need because of a radiator damage. Unless he was just driving on the middle of the road really slowly, I don't think he would, just to be fair. So we're going to roll this one, see if his guys can repair this. Now, he has a B rating, so a B rating means final third. It means he's going to have to roll a 4 or better. Or no, 5 or better here. 4 or lower to repair his car. If not, he's out of the race. So he rolls a 6 or 7 there, guys. So Julie Justice joins Sonny Swain as another driver who just could not finish it, and he is out of the race as the team could not repair it there, and he is out there, guys, and that's going to fill in a 9th place spot here. So up to 2 racers who will not finish. Absolutely outstanding rolls here for him, but then at the end just could not handle it, especially when he had to go to it. So let's get back to the challenge here, and we'll fill the gap here in a second. Fill in the gap here real quick here. Fill in that gap. So that's Steckel here. Moving on up. Okay. Dick Exum there. All right. And let's roll real quick here to see if Mark Forth will be the one that will take over here. He's got to roll against his gas grade here. 6. Nope, he will not. That's a 4. He's got a 4, and it was a roll of a 6. So Marty Moen, let's see if he will get up there. That's a 2. So Marty will be up there, and he will join in the middle group here from the bottom patch. So good for him. I believe he started off, let's see, Marty started off 28th. So he's got up a couple of movements here. So at this point, Jeff Daly Jr. is the only last one here that has a double skill, so he'll be able to roll twice. So 2 will pass through his gas pedal check for 5, and then 4, who will be Chris Wayne, and it's a 6, so blue 6 means that he's not going to be able to stop there. And again here, if you guys notice, he's got a star there, so he can actually roll again to try to face off against Pete McAtee here. So a 5. He does have a 5 in his chart there. Now again though, because of the fact that he's going up against Pete McAtee, 4 will be what Pete McAtee needs to have. He has the skill. He has a double skill. Oh no, he doesn't have a double skill. He has skill plus 2 bursts, and then 2 bursts for break bonus. So he has a 5. So Pete McAtee's going to actually fend off that attack, but we got to roll the dice again here to see if they use the die or they use their performance chip. So let's see here. So it looks like yes, they do. So Jeff uses 1 and Pete McAtee uses another. So looks like Pete has ended up with a 1 here. And guys, this is it. This is what happened on that last turn. A fantastic turn. Lots of action. We lost a car there due to radiator damage as Julie Justice tried to move up quickly. And that, my friends, will see, I believe, a great new leader, I think. Or not new leader, I apologize. That'll be the 20th mile that Pete McAtee will be ahead there. So fantastic. All right, so let's keep moving along here. As we see, we are going to roll again here, guys. For our roll here, no yellow flag was needed as Julie Justice got off the tarmac in time without having to cause it. 5 means it's going to the bottom group. So let's see if then those guys are going to move up. And it's a 9, so reflex. So because of all those action moves in the last event, or I guess not event, but the last couple of laps there, we see an event needing to have reflexes. Let's check it out. All right, so we're going to roll here. So let's roll all the dice here. So Gary Pine, that's who we have right here. First up. Okay, so that was a 6. So he does not have the ability to do that. He will move down, and he will not be the first one to make the move. Randy Kendrick does not have the reflex. Brooks, TV guy, Bilovich has it. So 5 he does not have, so 5 is the roll. He has 4, so he will not move up here. Austin Bigler does not have it. He does not have reflex. Greg Carl does in the 21 Ford. Let's check it out here. In a 6, oh my goodness, guys, 6 red. He does not have that for his gas pedal. Wayne Montana, he had a 99 car here. He was in the lead here for a little while back. 5, so he does have the ability to advance, but with the 5 going to the 2 die spot, and it was an odd, so it's going to be Scott Steckel. It only needs 1. So Scott, if you guys look at this, Scott can't even get 1. He doesn't even have 1 break bonus. So it will happen that Scott will actually take the spot and Wayne Montana will move into the 11th place there. So too bad for Scott Steckel, who was actually all the way up to the top group, but now has fallen all the way back. So Lonnie Lane does not have reflex. Joey Wilson does not. Jason Leonard does not, but Kevin Pettis in the military salute to the troops car in the 80 Chevy there. 5, he has a 4, so he will not be able to do it. Ryan Mooney, breast cancer awareness, 55 car. 2, so he will pass there with the 3 that we have there. And so a 2, we're going to go there, and then it's going to go to the even. So Ray Bob Walker, 4. So does Ray Bob Walker, he has a double flex. And then he also has 1 burst, so that's 3. So Ray Bob Walker, guys, look at this. Ray Bob Walker, guys, the star, the legend, right? The black star, right? He is going to be going down as Ryan Mooney has pushed him forward to the middle group. Okay, so let's move on to the next guy here. I was just kind of looking over in between the little cut there. I actually was looking through the rules about the triangles here. So if there's a problem that occurs or doubles for the metallic dice here, these 2 guys, Dick Exum and Ryan Mooney, will actually be the first ones that'll be taking the blunt of that roll here. And I don't think there's anybody who has a red triangle in their car that's actually racing today. I don't think there is. So, good to note on that one. But let's keep going here, guys. Don't need to overcomplicate anything. Let's roll here. Jordy Pettis. Okay, so Jordy Pettis here. Let's see here. Reflex is what we're going for. So 3. So a 3, he does go for that, no problem. 6, and to the odd, Marty Moan. And 1. All he needed was 1, but unfortunately, he does not even have 1. So Marty will move down to the bottom group, and Jordy will move on up. So Tom Rossi, who actually held the lead here a little while back here, has reflex, and he will roll as well. So a 4, that'll actually happen here. So he will go forward here. 1 will be up here, and that'll be over to the even one, which will be Chris Wine in the Captain America 15 car. So let's see here. here. So 4 is what he needs. He has 1 for reflex, 2 for burst, and that will push Chris Wine as a losing of that challenge there. Jimmy Velasco does not have reflex. Neither does Vic Holder, Kurt Bryson, Alex Hodge, Mooch Thomas, Chuck Tufaro, and Monica Merrick. Let's see if she makes a move here, guys, at the end. All right, 5. She has 4. She will not make a move there. Sean Haashagen and Mark Forth. Let's see if he will finally make the change. 2, so he will. Okay, great for him. So 2, he'll move up. 6 is going to be where we're looking at. It's going to be Cam Croyle. And 6 will make an automatic win because he only has, well, he can't have more than 5. So Mark Forth will move into the 18th place as he has been trying to hold his heels into the dirt there, not wanting to move too fast there. So he's back there, which is great. So great maneuvering here in that last 10 miles there. Let's keep on going here, guys. Fantastic finish looking up ahead as you see a lot of new faces in this middle group here vying for the top here. So at 2 will be the top group, and that's going to go to 7, so that'll be the star quality. A lot of guys have star quality. Let's check it out here. So that'll be Trevor Trostel first, making a move here. So 5. He has a 4. He does not move through the gas pedal stage there, so he will not make a move here. Parnell does not have one. Star, Jeff Daly Jr. has a double star, so let's check it out here. So a 6 on the red, which means he will not be able to make that first move, but he has a double, so he can go twice. So let's see if he challenges again. So he's a 5, so a 5 red. He will pass. And then a 6 doesn't much matter the white, but 5 blue. Let's see if Pete McAtee can make up 5 blue. So he has 1 for having the star trait, 2, 3 for having 2 boosts, and then 4, 5 for the bonus brake checks because he's the leader there. So he does have 5. He can hold off Jeff Daly Jr. as the action continues. Kerry Cassiola, 2 red will be passing no problem, and then 2 will be a total block there by Pete McAtee. Essentially, for Pete to lose, you actually have to roll a 6 blue for him because he is very good when he's defending. He's a great defensive driver. 4 will be Craig Greco. Okay. And then 4 blue, we already know he's going to be defending off on that one. And Stu Urich. Let's see if he gets there. He has actually star plus some performance checks. So 3 red. Okay, so he passes the gas pedal. 5 blue, that is defended, but we have to roll the performance check dice because they both have performance check chips. So let's see. So they neither use them. So if you look at there, neither use them. So they take the red, white, and blue rating there, and that's going to end that little stretch there as Pete McAtee has been in the lead now for 40 miles, if you guys can believe it. That is quite the impression there, guys, that Pete McAtee is ready to take it here. And with only 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 miles left. The action is getting very heated, guys. Let's check it out here as we roll again for the next 10 miles. The cars are getting heated, and they need to go into the pit row here soon, but a 6 will be a duel, so let's see what happens in this duel as we start getting ready to go to the pit. So that's going to be an 8. So an 8 will be for the duel here, and that will be the 6 cars in the middle group. So the 6 cars in the middle group here, right here, Jordy Pettis and Mark Forth are going to both make dual threats here. Let's see. Jordy Pettis, they're going to make moves. They have to make moves at this point to try to get themselves into the next group here. They're going to go for the easier ones, of course. So let's see here. The escape of an 8, that'll go for Parnell Drake. Jordy Pettis will go for Parnell Drake. So a 5, that means that Jordy Pettis will make the move here, guys, and he will gain a performance chip off that duel with Parnell Pepper Drake here, and that will give him a good one there, but now he has to roll for his escape, which is an 8. He rolled a 9, guys. Oh no. Okay, so he's going to be moving down no matter what. He will be moving down to the bottom of the group there. So he was high flying there, but unfortunately he's moved down to the group there. Let's see if the crew chief can figure this one out on trouble here. So he has a B rating, so that means he has to roll a 6 or less to get inside there. 4, so he's good. Okay, so no trouble was left unhinged there, but there will be a yellow flag going in, I believe, but I don't think there's actually an ability. I don't think you can actually have a yellow flag going into a pit turn. as outlined below. Yeah, so I guess you could. You can have a yellow flag going into the pit turn. You just actually kind of move it through. So yeah, so good to go there. So no problem there. Yeah, so you can have a yellow flag going through the turn there. You just do it as normal, pit turned as normal. So, all right, so we're going to fill these guys in after Mark Forth does his little move here. So he will be going up against Craig Greco with an escape of 9. So a 5. He has a 4, so he won't be able to do it. And so he's going to actually have to roll escape as he is tried to make a move here. So he has an 8. And he rolls an 8, double there. So a double with the metallic dice. Let's check out, see what happens if anything does happen with the metallic double dice. As I wanted to make sure I had that correct, there's nothing that actually happens when you're doing the escape on a double metallic dice, not on that turn. So there's nothing that actually occurs. So he does escape, no problem, right? But he will, well, I guess, yeah, he'll stay right there because he'll be fine and collected, no problem there. So we do need to actually fill in a gap here. So we'll see if Cam Croyle will be the one that will do that here. So we have to roll his gas rating, and he will. So we rolled a 2, so he'll be back up into the middle group there as Parnell Drake falls down with a trouble move there. And I think that does cause a yellow flag there on that turn here. So it looks like Pete McAtee has staved off any last moves there before pit. So the pit row here will have no problems here. So let's go into the pit row here the pit stop here. And we're going to go through all those little checks here as the racers get ready for the final 30 miles in the race. All right, pit stop here for everybody. Let's check and see what we got going on here. So we have double 5s. So double 5s mean here for us that in both groups, there's a pit violation for the drivers. So 5s here, we're going to see, let's see what we got going on here. So 5s, I believe, you guys I'm still looking at the rule here, guys, because I'm trying to figure this out. If you roll doubles on metallic dice, a pit violation occurs by the drivers in the box indicated in the group eligible for the fast pit only. Okay, so the fast pit only. So 4. So 4 is going to mean it's going to be the middle group. Okay, so it's going to be drivers because it's a 10, or not 10. We don't add that together. We just look at the 5s, right? Yeah, I think it's just, we just look at it together. Yeah, so 5s. So 5 is going to be Mike Dawson and Billy Brett are both going to cause lane, pit lane violations there, pit rules violation, and drivers are moved to the end of the bottom group. So looks like we're going to put Mike Dawson and then Billy Brett, or I apologize, Billy Brett first because he was higher, and then Mike Dawson there. So we're going to have to fill in the gap there as needed fit there. So like Mark Forth, Cam Croyle. So let's roll here. So who's gonna, and we're gonna keep the 4 card because we know we have to 4 up there because we know we have to use the middle group here. So Sean Hashhagen will not be the one that does it here. Monica Merrick, are you gonna make the move here on the pit row? She does. So she will push up there to the 18th spot there, and Chuck Tufaro. 2, he will move up as well. So looks like 2 newbies will be coming into the middle group here, and we're going to actually go to the middle group here for the fast pit and see if they're going to get any fast pits here. So let's check it out here as we look for the fast pit of 4 here for Chuck Tufaro. So that's an 8, so nope, he's not going to do it. Fast pit 5 for Monica Merrick, so she's going to get 1 there because she has a 5. She rolled a 4. Fast pit of 9 for Cam Croyle. That's an 11, so he will not get 1. Fast pit of 6 for Mark Forth. He had rolled a 12, so nope. 6 for Dick Exum. He has a 3, so nope. And then, let's see here, 4 for Joey Plunka, and he has a fast pit of 8, so he will take 1. Denny Baker of a 3. He rolled a 7, so nope. Marlon McGarry, he rolled an 8. He has a fast pit of 6, so no. Wayne Montana, fast pit of 8, and he gets a 7 roll there, so he will take that one, no problem. Ryan Mooney has a fast pit of 2, so not a chance. So 3, he almost got it, but nope, he did not get it. Francisco Segovia, Let's see here, that's a 3, and he has a fast pit of 6, so he has 2 now, leading into the last 30 miles here. You never know what's going to happen. Tom Rossi rolls a 9, and he has a fast pit of 7, so at this point we're all good there. Now, because of course we have those happen, we're going to swap the drivers here for their higher positions here. So let's check it out here. So Francisco is going to move up and swap with Tom Rossi. And then Wayne Montana is going to switch with Tom Rossi because he's the highest of the nons. And then Joey Plonka is going to switch with Ryan Mooney. He is the highest of the high and then highest of the high. Monica Merrick is going to switch with Tom Rossi. Too bad for Tom Rossi as he moves down again here, guys. But Monica Merrick has made big moves here, guys. And the final step, of course, was we're going to roll this black die again, decide to see who's going to be the one that gets a challenge to the leader. So 2. This will be over to Stu Urich. So Stu Urich will be facing off in a challenge for the leader. And a 1, so he absolutely will take it here. Now, the leader may choose to spend a performance chip if he has one to maintain leader status. Well, they both have them. So at this point, it does not matter. They will both roll the dice here to see if they will use it or not. And they will. So it looks like Stu Urich and Pete McAtee use their challenges here, but Stu still wins that move. So it looks like Stu now is the one that's leading here for the first time. Stu Urich actually has taken the lead with 30 laps left here, guys. Fantastic maneuvers for Stu Urich to get out of the pit row there real quick. And that will end the pit turn there, guys, as we go into the final 30 miles. Who do you think's going to win? As you guys see here, some fantastic racing. Let's get right back to it, guys. Let's an extended red, white, and blue racing stock car game action video. And I do apologize, guys. I did make a miss up here, and I hope maybe I can fix it before anything happens. We actually have to do one thing here. So I think, if I'm not correct here, swap all drivers who have at least 1 to front in descending order, non-chip drivers back. So this happens to all. So the pit, I think if I'm looking correctly at the rules, I just remembered when I was doing the pit row turns here, we're actually going to do it for both groups, right? For both we're going to do for top and bottom. So that would actually mean Jordy Pettis and Trevor Trostel would have moved up. Okay, so follow me here. So Pete McAtee was right here. Okay, just kind of keep him following with me here. Stu had 1, and Pete McAtee had 1, right? Now, if that was the case, Craig Greco would be moving, or would actually move down for Jordy Pettis, right? And then Trevor Trostel would move up to carry Casciola's spot there for 4. So then Stu would still be the number 1 person to take the move here. So that would actually still mean Pete McAtee would move down and Stu would move up. So nothing would change for the leader's position, but these two guys, Trevor and Jordy, would move up because of their performance chips. So if you guys were wondering about that, I caught it right before I started this next little clip here. So let's keep moving here, guys, as we go into the final 30 miles here. Let's roll some dice here and let's see what happens here, guys. This is very exciting because it does not look anything like the way the race started. So 4 will be over to the middle group here as they try to vie for some really hot spots here. 4 will be a problem. Okay, so problems are already going to start here, guys. This is fantastic as we get into the final groups here. A problem racing of championship. All right, so let's grab here problems results. So first determine drivers affected by rolling on the driver finder chart, and then determine the issue by rolling on the problem finder chart. So we're going to look for the middle group because we know it's the middle group here. So the 4 would be middle group. So we're going to roll here. 1, 3, 1, 5, 1. Okay, so let's check it out here. So red and white dice. So red first, white dice second. Let's read and roll here what happens. So a 5, 1. So 5, 1 will be driver number 5 odd. Okay, so that's going to be Cam Croyle, who's made some really big moves here as of late. So then we're going to see here. Okay, so we're going to go right to the problem finder chart here as we roll the red and white again here for Cam Croyle. Oops, 62 will be the one we're looking here. Clutch problem, roll for repair. Ooh, ouch. As it looks like he's going to be the one that's pulling for repair here, as it's a problem on the track here. So it's not going to be a yellow flag, I don't think, because it doesn't look like it's something that would, I think it would just spark up and then he would go down to the bottom there. It would not need a yellow. Well, I'm not sure. Would he need one? Let's see. if he can repair it, it will, let's see here. I'm trying to think whether or not it would be a repair or not. Alright guys, so I kind of looked over what I did on the back end of this. I actually checked the yellow flags, what would happen, and I actually do believe it would be a yellow flag possibility. So yes, it will be a yellow flag here for this result here. So let's roll and see what happens here for it. I don't know why I rolled these two. It's actually the metallic dice, so let's roll again here. Now he has a A rating here, so that means for the final third, he has to roll a 6 for the problem result here. So let's check it out. So that is a 4. So 4 for the problem here will be a 6. So he does pass. So he is able to stay in the race, okay? But he does move all the way down here, and now we have to fill in that spot. So he is out of the middle group there during the problem there. So let's roll here for Sean to possibly move in. Sean Hashhagen. So 3, that will not happen because he rolled a 4 red. Mooch Thomas, here we go. 4, he will move up there. So good for Mooch Thomas there to get in here as he mooches in on some issues there that possibly happen. And so that will actually take away a yellow flag turn here. So 1 move there. So that will be Stu grabbing 1 more 10 mile there. And then a yellow flag. Folks, this is the final lap, guys. As we get out of the yellow flag, there's going to be final, or not a final lap, it's going to be the final turn here, guys, which is 10 miles here, guys, as Stu Urich can feel. He can sense it, guys. He absolutely feels that this is the final opportunity for him to win here, guys. You never know what's going to happen as we get to the final duel option here. So let's check it out here, guys, on the final turn. So let's see here. Let's find out whether or not there's going to be a big change here. I'm kind of moving around the rules here as I look through for a dual charge option for the final turn. Let's check it out. Let me roll some dice here. Okay, final turn moves. It's going to be 4, so it's going to be actually the middle group who will be actually in action here. So 7, so it'll be a star move. So it looks like as of right now, Stu is absolutely fine here, guys. So let's check it out here. Race ends on the final segment. Let's check it out real quick. Alright, so I apologize if my voice trailed off there. I was actually reading a rule here. We rolled a 4, so we will be looking at the middle group. We won't be looking at anything else. So let's check it out as we look for the star trait. Okay, so let's see if these guys are going to make moves here. There is actually a couple of, I think there's going to be a couple of racers here. Yes, so Wayne Montana has a double star there, so he might be able to take on Stu Urich. You never know, guys. Let's check it out here. So Mooch Thomas has an opportunity to get up there, highly rated here, as I roll 2 dice for whatever reason. Okay, so 5. So 5, which means that Mooch Thomas will not be able to make that gas turn here, as he has a star rating. Chuck does not. Tom Rossi does, so let's roll a star rating here for him. 4, he does have the 4 gas pedal, so that's no problem. He's going to go over to the 2, which is going to be Jordy Pettis, and 2, so he does have 2 bursts on there, and he has a double star plus brake, so that's a 5, so he wins that battle there, no problem. Mark Forth does not. Dick Exum does, though. Let's see what happens to Dick Exum here. Okay, so 3, 1. Okay, so 3. He does have 3 here, guys. And then he rolls to a 6. Now, Kerry does have 2 boost brakes here, brake boosts or whatever it is. So he will fend off Dick Exum in the 3 Chevy. Ryan Mooney does not. Denny Baker does not. Marlon McGarry does. Let's check it out here. 3, he does have 4 to go here. So 6 will be over to Kerry Cassiola, and that's a 2. And again, we just did Kerry, so 1 star and 2 for having brake bonus. So he'll fend off Marlon McGarry. Now the real heat comes with these guys right here. All of them have performance chips. Let's see what happens here. So Monica Merrick does not have it. Does not have a star trait. Joey Plunka does though. So star. Let's check it out here. So 2, he does pass. He's going to go to the 1 car, Pete McAtee. Okay, so a 3. So Pete has 1, and then he has 2 bursts for brakes. That's 3, and then he has a bonus brake for 4. So he will fend off Joey Plunkas, but Joey will use his performance chip to push past Pete McAtee in that final 10 laps. Wow, guys, Joey Plunka has pushed away Pete McAtee, who did actually lead the race for 50 miles there. Wayne Montana, and he actually drops out of the top, or he's actually in the top 10, so he still gets top 10 there, but he does not get the main function here. Wayne Montana has double star here, guys. This is it. This is the final check we're going to be doing because Francisco does not have it. Let's roll 4. So Wayne Montana does capture the He does get into the brake there, so he does have the gas pedal check. 6 will go over to Kerry Casciola, and 5 blue. So that's going to mean this could be it, guys. Wayne Montana, who did lead the race, he went back down to the bottom group and then has pushed himself all the way into the middle group and then to the top group possibly, because Kerry has 1 star plus 1 brake bonus, and now Wayne Montana can move all the way up to the first top group here, guys. Let's see if he can take on Stu Urich for the final group. They both have performance chips, but if you guys remember, when you do these things, it does mean that they take the actual boost. So let's see what happens on this roll here, because he has a double star, so he can go again. So let's see. 5. This could be big, guys. 5. He does have 5. He has 5 gas pedals, so he does push through. 4 blue. Okay, guys, let's look. Star trading. He has 1 brake boost, and then he has 2 brake boosts. Okay, so it looks like Stu has fended off in a last second, in the last 10 miles, has fended off Wayne Montana for the win. And of course, just for good measure, I have to do it. I'll roll the dice here, and it looks like they both keep their performance chips, guys. Fantastic finale to this great race here at the Copper State 500. Let's check out any last minute things we have to do here for the finale of this Copper State 500 as Stu Urich takes the #1 spot here. He has moved up from, let's see here, the number 7. He actually started in 7th place and he moved up 6 spots to the number 1. And if you guys remember, I believe Stu actually moved down into the bottom group and moved all the way back up as the race went over 500 miles. All right, guys, so with that being said, the race has been over, and now this next week will actually be the next one we're actually looking at here, guys. So Stu Urich has won, and we're gonna make sure we take the list down. So as you guys can see, Joey Plunka has gotten 2nd, Jordy Pettis, Trevor Trostel, Jeff Daly Jr., Craig Greco, and Wayne Montana. Now if we look at the list of drivers who actually were in this, let's see here. Joey Plunka actually started off, let's see here, how far back, I have terrible handwriting, guys. Joey Plunka, let's see where he actually started off. He started off in 10th, so he moved up 8 positions. Jordy Pettis moved from the 15th spot. Trevor Trostel was the number 2, so he fell actually, but he still maintained a top 8. And then Jeff Daly Jr. obviously was the pole position, so he did pretty well. Didn't do too bad, and he had actually was the race leader for I think for a majority of the time. As you guys can see, Ray Bob Walker led the laps for 150 miles, and then Jeff Daly Jr. led for 140 miles. So Craig Greco, I believe he actually was the largest jump. He went from the 31st position all the way up to the 6th position, and Wayne Montana came from 19th all the way up to 7th. There you go. So great position movements there, guys. As you see, 2 drivers were pushed out. Now because of this, we're actually going to move. I'm going to try to do something here to set up the TV guys for the next race here, guys. We're going to do one last thing here. We're going to roll for the TV interviews. I want to see, or at least a TV chart. I guess not. Let's not do that. Let's roll for just to try to see who's going to be a TV person the next turn, okay? So, we're going to roll here for that driver, okay? This driver right here will be rolling, and then we're going to roll this as well with it. The reason why I do this is it adds a benefit of 2 checks it has to go through to see whether or not they're going to be automatically added along with Stu, because he is the winner of this race, so he's going to be the one that gets into it. And then Jeff Daly Jr., for having had the pole, he's going to be in. I think we're going to do top 3, so Stu, Joey, and Jordy. So those 3 will automatically have positions for possible TV ratings. So let's see what happens here. So a 6. So 6 is Wayne Montana, and the bullet die is a yes. So Wayne Montana will be a TV guy the next time, so he'll get the gold card as well. So guys, thank you very much for watching the first Copper State 500, the first event in the Scram 2016 event. I will try to make up a chart here so you guys can see who is leading, who has the points. Just kind of a rough thing to kind of make it fun for you guys to see who it goes through. I'm very excited for this series. Hope you guys can drop a like in the bottom below there, guys, and of course leave a comment. I want you guys to see who you guys feel like from the start to finish, who will be the race king as we go through 32 events. As we speed up, of course, we have sped up a couple times here through this event. So guys, thank you very much again. We'll see you next time, guys, in the bleachers. I believe the next race will be, let's check it out here, as we have the Stock Car of America event schedule, Ice Brew 600 at the Northern Lights Motordrome. So let's see you there, guys, at the Ice Brew 600. We'll see you next time, guys, in the bleachers.